This isn't the video that you're expecting it to be. I'm not looking for female glowworms. We're still too early yet. It's May the 10th when I'm filming this, and I'm not expecting a female glowworm out much before June, to be honest, based on the winter that we've had. Tonight it's going to be something different. It's going to be a bit of a walk round. There is an ulterior motive for this video, and you're sort of looking at it almost now, or at least you're looking at where this ulterior motive is likely to turn up. The reason why I'm here at Clipston Old Quarter, as darkness is very quickly descending onto this part of Nottinghamshire, is because there is a slight chance of an auroral storm. There was a coronal mass ejection aimed directly at Earth earlier on today, and the UK is currently on red alert for the chance of seeing an aurora. Now, the last time I saw an aurora and saw it well in Nottinghamshire was 1984. Yes, I can remember it, and remember it vividly. And hopefully we may get some photos. So the GoPro is with me today. I'm going to try and take some photos as the sky darkens and hopefully remains cloud free. In the absence of any aurora being seen, and it might not be seen by naked eye, I'm not expecting it to, we may well see it photographically, but I hope to try and find a few invertebrates along the way, one of which is red data book 1, and quite rare at that. So it's a walk up towards the centre tree, see what turns up. I realised that this is all very different to what's normally on this channel, but astronomy has always been a big interest to me, even though I've not actually done any serious observing for many years. The beauty of the night sky always remains. It's been with me ever since I can remember, to be honest, ever since I was aware of the night sky. I had my telescope, my first telescope, when I was about 8 or 9, if I remember rightly. I still love to stare at the night sky, and I would love to see the aurora again. I have seen or caught it on a couple of occasions since 1984, but missed the proper display each time. There may well not be any visible aurora during this evening, but compensation should come in the form of a rare beetle. That's what I'm hoping. That's why I need to let it get dark first, because the beetle in question is a bit of a nocturnal animal. Well, the sky, you'll not be able to see this unfortunately, but the sky is a strange colour. On some photos that I've taken, it showed up green, and I've seen this scene here. You're looking up just with a centre tree about 100 yards in front. Oh, the aurora! There's some rays come. It is. The aurora is on. There is some cloud there, but this shows green. There's a band or a column of light, a ray of light appearing. In fact, there's a definite arc. There are some clouds, but there's a definite arc in relation. It reaches as far high as the pole star. It's entirely green and forming. I'm going to see if I can capture this with the camera. It's a shame we have that cloud, that bit of cloud, but it has just gone red. In fact, it has changed now from almost green. I haven't got the equipment to pick this up, but from below Polaris, the pole star, the sky that you're looking at, I knew this was a different colour. It's going back to green, but for a minute it went red. There's some more concentrated rays of light. There's a gap below Cassiopeia, it is, in the low northern sky by the looks of it. There's a couple of columns just to the right of the trees. It changes all the time. The aurora is the most amazing thing. There's different concentrations starting to form now. It is the most amazing natural phenomena anybody could ever see. It's constantly changing. It's becoming concentrated. There's a couple of rays coming up just above the trees on the right, but unfortunately, unless this GoPro works, it's going to be hard to discern on the camera. There is some form now above the centre tree. And a stronger column now appearing on the right as I look at it. It is pretty much reaching, it's almost heading, it's above Polaris now, it's almost at the zenith. Various concentrations starting to appear now. This is the best I have seen it since 1984. Just been mucking around with the settings on the GoPro. Now as I look at this, there are distinct rays coming up from high in the sky. There is an arc forming now, but it's also going across. There's a darker area of sky in Cassiopeia close to where the centre tree is, but there is a band. It changes all the time. This isn't the clearest of skies, but it's definitely getting brighter, and it's getting higher in the sky. It's at about 30 to 45 degrees elevation and becoming concentrated just right above the centre tree. I didn't expect this. I didn't think we'd actually see anything. There's a distinct arc now. It is moving, but it's very difficult to detect movement. It can appear like closing curtains. It's getting really concentrated to right over the trees. But if you were to go outside now, the arc of auroral activity is between about 30 and 60 or 70 degrees. It's halfway up the sky, so to speak, and due north. Well, the arc of auroral activity has got higher. It's starting to show signs of condensing a little bit more. There's a distinct area of clear sky now. It's not totally clear. There's some haziness to it, but there is an arc that is between, well, certainly above Cassiopeia, between Cassiopeia and the zenith. I can only just see the pole star. There are areas of concentration. This could go either way. It could become a massive event overhead. The display that I saw in 1984 consisted, it was a clearer sky than this, much clearer sky, and there were two like bands of, it appeared like a hazy cloud, and from these bands came rays up into the sky like searchlights. And that's what, well, Gary Wilson himself, we were laid in the field observing meteors, and we thought that it was car headlights coming up a nearby hill. It's getting really concentrated and brighter now. Just east, I'll just move this around. You're not going to see anything on this. But it is brightening noticeably. Either side, it's quite bright in the west, or the western side of north, but especially bright east of north. In the northeastern sky, it's going incredibly red, pinkish red. Rays are coming up, absolutely fantastic, and it's going over the zenith. The sky is going red. This aurora is going red, and it's now a huge arc of beautiful pinkish red over the sky. Ray after ray of auroral light is cascading down away from it. Below the arc it is green, but at the front of the arc it is a beautiful pink. Absolutely astonishing. The sky is on fire. I've never seen the aurora like this. I've only seen it a handful of times, but only once properly. It never got anything like this. Completely over me is various thicknesses and brightnesses of this beautiful bright red aurora. North of that to the left, it goes into, it's like a pale blue. It is stunning. The sky seems to be clear all over now, even low down. And low down either side. In fact, the aurora is moving across the zenith and is now heading into Bootes, the herdsman. It's just astounding. The intensity of this is unbelievable. It continues to encroach into the southern half of the sky across the zenith and is brightening it's becoming more intense. In 1984, it wasn't overhead. This is how you see it when you're nearer the pole. This is the most incredible thing you could ever see. It really is. It's astounding. Even with video here, the star is Arcturus. It won't be the best of quality, this, but look at the intense red. And then in the northern half of the sky, it's green. Shafts of Aurora are going down from this leading edge of red into the northern sky, and now there's a second arc, a green arc, that's developing in the northern sky. Dear, oh dear. This may appear very grainy, but it'll give you some idea. Aurora is rare in the UK to see it visibly. You need to go to Scotland to have any real chance. Unfortunately, there's a plane just coming up by Arcturus. Arcturus is a star lower centre. But it's unbelievable. It still continues to creep past the zenith. It's almost more pink now up at that top part. It's a band still across the sky. I don't know how well this is going to show, but some fabulous rays coming down now. That's the western sky that I brought in this at. I need to just take another photo with the GoPro. The aurora now is well into the southern sky. In fact, it's about 35 degrees above the southern horizon as I stand here in section D, up near the centre tree. Overhead, it's more concentrated, losing the redness, but we're gaining is almost a heavenly light. It really is astounding. Well, the star in the centre of the screen that you might be able to see is Arcturus in Bootes the Herdsman, and that area of sky directly overhead has seen the best concentration. Everything appears to be radiating out from that point, and from where I'm stood, it's almost as if the earth is racing towards that point. All the light is emanating from there and gets bright as it gets down towards the horizon. Gives the effect of like looking along a railway line. God knows what the ancients must have thought and probably feared when they saw this. This is going to be one walk back to the car that will stay with me till the day I die. And there is a huge tint of sadness for all of this, because Dilys, when she was alive, always wanted to see the aurora, and I had always hoped to show her the aurora. The aurora has come 5 years too late. What a fabulous sight. you don't know what you've missed.